Okay, here we are again. Now you probably have a look at this face. Now you won't recognise this face. This is Andy's twin brother, right?
With the same name.
With the same name. And he's going to tell us a bit about his ambulatory emergency care, right? These are people walking about, not ill at all. No, is that right?
That's absolutely not right. No.
Okay, tell us what it is.
So ambulatory emergency care is about changing our processes, changing the way we work, so that those patients who were traditionally admitted to hospital, so they are sick enough to need the services of a proper hospital. So they need those diagnostics, they need those senior decision makers, they need those clever ologists to come and look at them. But by being efficient with our time, we don't need them to stay overnight. So it might mean that you can get everything completely done and dusted in one day. It might mean that you need a series of visits, but those visits don't require an overnight stay.
What's the problem with the overnight stay? Okay, I mean, I get all the bed implications and the money and all the rest of it. But, I mean, if the patient's got to come back again and fiddle about, I mean, wouldn't it be better just to get it all done at once?
It seems like that on the surface, but if you think about the red and green days work that you'll find on Fab Stuff, it's the disruption that causes, being in an unfamiliar environment, a disrupted environment, and spending your night there. And the reality, for a lot of patients, we don't do anything to them overnight, so you're just waiting for the next bit of your care to happen.
And that gets us neatly into talk about weekend working, I suppose, which you probably don't want to talk about.
Hit me with it.
Well, go on. I mean, do you think we're as efficient as we could be at weekends?
What I think there's a problem with getting decisions made at the weekend, and I think there's also a problem with the wraparound that's required to make those decisions happen as well. So there's a lot of focus on doctors being there at the weekend, but what about all those other services that allow us as doctors and nurses to do our jobs? We need to be able to get that scan, we need to be able to get that test, we need to be able to get that specialist input as well.
So a lot of it's about the support service. The other thing that worries me about this, I mean, I get absolutely getting people home because that's obviously the best place for them, but it does often require teeing up quite a lot of stuff in the community, doesn't it? The community services, in-reach services, social care, and that's not often easily organised in a lot of parts of the country.
Indeed, but one of the advantages of using the ambulatory model is, for that person that already has an existing package of care, the whole thing falls apart once you admit them into hospital. But actually, if you can get them home that same day, you don't cancel that package of care, they don't decondition in hospital. Like deconditioning again.
Yeah.
So actually,
I think earlier I might have said decommissioning. I didn't mean to talk about decommissioning your granny. I meant decompressing her or whatever it was I said anyway.
So all of those issues that we sometimes create for ourselves within the health and social care system can be prevented by just not disrupting that patient's usual routine, usual habits.
Right, it's all very interesting stuff. And City Hospital Sunderland, they look like they're doing some great stuff.
They're one of our stars.
Are they really? Yeah?
Yeah, they're doing really great things.
We'll have to go and see them, see how they're getting on. Okay, well, listen, Andy, Andrew, Andrea, whoever you are, you're a very interesting person, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much, I'm flattered.